What's the biggest plot twist you've ever experienced? In college, I sat next to a guy on the first day of class, and we immediately became best friends. We clicked instantly and spent time together almost every day. Eventually, he started telling me about how his neighbors were completely unhinged. According to him, they would scream and yell at him to be quiet, bang on the walls to get him to shut up, even though he wasn't making any noise. He mentioned that even something as small as sneezing would set them off, and they'd shout at him at the top of their lungs to be quiet. I told him he should probably call the cops, and he said he would. After that conversation, he suddenly disappeared. I asked around, but no one had any idea where he was. He reappeared a month later, and when I asked what had happened, he simply said he'd been sick and had to go to the hospital. I didn't think much of it until I overheard some friends talking about him saying, "Did you hear what really happened?" At first, I thought he'd just had the flu or something, but then they told me the truth. Apparently, he went home that night, and his neighbors kept screaming at him to be quiet. Frustrated, he called the cops, but after a few hours of enduring the yelling, he called again to ask why it was taking so long. The police told him they had already been there earlier. That's when the truth came out. His neighbors weren't yelling at him at all. He had been hearing voices the entire time. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and had to be hospitalized for treatment.